Davis Price on 1st and 10.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Lance to throw on 2nd down here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen for Davis Price. Touchdown! Ty Davis Price with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Armadillos take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
To throw is Murray. That's going to be caught downfield by Chark. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. DJ Chark, 72 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
Trouble, 38. Drill 3. Steal.
To throw, it's Lance. He'll fire deep, looking for more.
And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
From the gun, Murray. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. The Vikings add 8-3 now. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw, it's Murray. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Now a handoff to Chandler.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Marquise Brown was the intended target,
and that'll make it 3rd down.
But you look at this defense.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And they needed to be because their offense struggled throughout the game. Sometimes as a defense, you're not just shutting down the opposing team's offense, but you're outplaying their defense as well. And that's what they did in the last game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Going underneath, he's got Hockenson.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
How about that? They weathered the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
You often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Murray's throw taken in by Hockenson here.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
These two teams all tied after one. Second and 6. Here's Chandler.
just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Ty Chandler, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year.
And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Black open. Black check. Strike. Check. Strike. Red. Cycle. Strike. Strike.
Working from the gun, Lance.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown! DK Metcalf, 94 yards.
And the Armadillos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Murray.
That's complete to Chandler on the check down.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Murray now to throw. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Here we go, set. Steal, black. Check, two.
On first down, Lance going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joejuan Williams. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as it gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Talanoa Hufanga, a first-time All-Pro last year, up to make the tackle.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Here's Murray. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Marquise Brown, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have moved out in front. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Second down, and again it's Davis Price. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Break. Hey, check,
Now Lance looking to change it up. Another touch for Davis Price. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, I give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
And now they'll throw with Lance. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And able this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
Lance now on first down.
From left side, it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 23 yards on the play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Lance.
Catch is made by Metcalf. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Lance to throw it.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Ready.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Shotgun now for Lance.
And it's a fumble.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a good turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can push ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Hey, ace. 2-2.
Murray now on first down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Chandler. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Second down and 3.
Murray now. Under pressure, and down he goes. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
A touchdown the differential, a 7-point game as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And he returns this to the 22. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now Lance wants to change him up.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Shotgun now for Murray.
This ball complete to Rager.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
To throw is Murray.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Minnesota. 52 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
Murray now on first down. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Now the try here for the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Strike. Check. Strike.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Flushed out right. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready.
And Lance now to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. To throw, it's Lance. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 8. And Lance going to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I had to do a double take on that one, Brandon, because so far in this game, we haven't seen many of his passes fall incomplete.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Murray. That'll be caught. Rager with it. Touchdown, Vikings! Jalen Rager, 31 yards. And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Touchdown! Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Drive begins with a carry by Davis Price. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Blaster, 6. Check view. Ready.
Now Lance throwing on second down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Lewis Seed able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, we all know this quarterback had to spend plenty of time studying prior to the game, but he has to be tired of seeing these guys, especially him. 3rd time now he's brought this quarterback down. Whole defense has had a great game, but 3 sacks, not hard to find who one of the leaders of that effort was.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Ready.
Desperation time here. Lance working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes.
Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
But when this game is done, the credit will go to the consistent pressure on the quarterback as a huge cause of this win. Most teams are happy if they get a few of these games per year. You know they're going to watch this tape over and over, try to identify what's working, and keep it going.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. 1st down, Murray.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But
under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Murray going to throw.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. Touchdown, Vikings!
T.J. Hawkinson, 31 yards. And the Vikings are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
And they'll run it here. Now he's free to midfield. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 31-yard line. It's a big play there. 51 yards on the ground. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not. That's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
I did. My bad. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now Chandler.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Yeah, They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, and here's Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Back to throw it, Murray. Rager catches it left side. The partner under the lights in prime time. This offense.
go.